right, so for our hot cocoa, we're going to need mini marshmallows, any kind of hot cocoa mix. We use the Ghirardelli double chocolate because it's fancy, and milk. Milk is good.
Okay, so when I do the measurements for my hot cocoa, I hate to try and guess how much milk I'm gonna need. So I kind of do a little cheat. And what I do is I fill up the mugs that I'm gonna use with the actual milk that I'm going to use. Then I just pour that into my pot so I know it's the exact amount that I'm gonna need. There's our 2 mugs full of milk. So this particular recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of hot cocoa mix per 6 ounces. Since I didn't measure the milk, it's kind of hard to measure out the hot cocoa. So I figured I'd need about 8 tablespoons, but I'm gonna put in like 6 or 7 and then see what it looks like. Because I don't like hot cocoa that's too chocolatey, and this is a double chocolate recipe, so it might be a little too much for me. We're gonna put in that many, that was 6. And I'm just gonna stir this around for a little bit and see how it ends up. Okay, so after I put in those 6 tablespoons of cocoa mix, I realized that's about as chocolatey as I want it. That is pretty chocolatey right there. So I brought out my little whisk. This is my little metal whisk that I have. And I'm gonna use the whisk to make sure that there's no big clumps of cocoa mix. And I'm gonna heat it until it's hot enough to be hot cocoa. You don't want it to be cold cocoa. You don't want it to be scalding hot either, so just gonna mix it a little while. Miss Rodriguez and I really like Abuelita chocolate and Popular chocolate. If you haven't had that one's better than Abuelita. But anyway, because we like that so much, and I didn't buy that when I went to the store, I'm gonna get some cinnamon. It's just regular cinnamon. And I'm gonna actually add that to my hot cocoa mix. Not a lot, just enough to give it a little bit of that cinnamon flavor. Makes it so much better.
And for added fun, you can play a game with whoever you're drinking your hot chocolate with. 5 seconds, see who can make the most marshmallows. Ooh, 1, 2, no, 3, 4. I only did 4.
1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 2, 3.
5 seconds.
Oh.